right there, folks. Welcome back to Are We There Yet? In Turin with the mighty Juventus. Money's going down, but it always does, as we touched on last time. Let's catch up with how things have been going. And it's a sea of green. It's an absolute sea of green. So we destroyed Napoli last time out. 4-0. Brilliant. Then followed up with 5-2 home victory over Tottenham Hotspur Champions League group game. Very comfortable, even though they did score twice. They were 5-0 down at one stage. Then Antonio just sort of deflected in, and then they took hope from that. And Diogo Bros got a goal back, but there was nothing further happening for them. Then a late win at Sampdoria, bottom of the table. Sampdoria, it looked like it wasn't going to come, but the new boy, the kid, Lugo Lechki, with the goal. 92nd minute, I can sense a shirt purchase with Lugo Lechki. So it'll go alongside the McCluskey. That's the hope. Then a 3-0 home victory over Fiorentina. 10-man, as it turned out. Fiorentina. Sergei with a goal, Nwafor, and again, Lugo Lechki. He likes to wait for the late goal. 6-1 victory over Red Star. That's the Crvena Zvezda is the other name for them, but that is Red Star Belgrade. If you're at all interested in different names for clubs, Alvaro Morata with the hat-trick, Nwafor, a McGraw own goal, and Antonial with a lovely finish as it was, edge of the penalty area. Then a 6-0 victory. You can see there were a lot of clean sheets in Serie A. Big departure, much better defence than we had at Forest. Over Livorno. Morata with 2, Silva, Aguero, Moroni, and Lugo Lechki, again, late doors. Then a huge win, 8-0 over Frosinone. Nwafor with 4. He's got a Nwafor. That's... Morata with 2, Lugo Lechki deciding to score one in the first half and leaving Malagioni to score the late goal. But yeah, 8-0, really ridiculous scoreline. And all in all, sets us up nicely for today's game against Inter. It's going to be really hard, obviously. Inter haven't had a great start. They've had an okay start, but they're already 11 points behind. We have got a perfect run up to this stage. This is probably the game when that falls apart. But hopefully not. I'm going to sort out the old team. I'll see you pitch side in just a second. So there is your team then. The defence is the only area really that's had any change. Hugma, Garcia and Klosterman are the 3 centre-halves. Antonial and Caldera both out injured. But otherwise the front 3 is the more experienced pairing of Silva with Morata and Nwafor on the left side. Lugo Lechki drops to the bench today. His impact from the bench will be nice. And Luison, who was suspended for the last game against Frosinone, takes his replace. That's not even words. Retakes his place from the bench and puts Barbosa Almeida back there. So let's tell the boys that we want to keep the run going, don't we? You know, this is without a doubt the toughest challenge. Yes, they're not in. You know, we faced Napoli when they were second, but this is the big one. This is the big one. Fingers crossed. That's a long name. Skipper Casse. Atletico striker in real life, I believe. Anyway, we don't want to focus too much on him. He has been scoring goals for fun. As Hendricks in the black and blue already picks up a bit of a knock. They'll be keeping an eye on him. Their entire back line seems a little bit suspect. Pedro Pereira's throw-in now on the halfway line. Sergei comes to collect, sends it wide to Morata. Can he get a ball across? He can. Silva can't collect. Danilo dallying a little bit, but gets away with it. Everton. They've got an entire team on this right side in Everton. I wonder if Marco Silva's here as well. Anyway, Everton here again. Luke's long. Everton going long ball. Supercasse, well marshalled, but we don't recover the butt, and it's gone in. I feel there's a bit of luck in that. It's a good strike, isn't it? But it's gone in off the post after we won the ball back. We just couldn't get to the ball to clear it. I'm really annoyed by that, to be quite honest, because it's a big punt upfield. I mean, we do that more than most, I suppose, but, you know, at least when we do it, it's cute. Supercasse loses the ball completely, but then we win it back, but we play it off him, and then he's hit that. Boris should probably do better. You know, it's right there next to him. I don't know if he's concerned about it coming back off the post and hitting him going in, but he's let that go in, really. Boadu has caused us problems in that Super Cuppa, and he's causing us problems already now. Danilo, we identified this game as a problem. It's turning out to be such. First goals we've conceded in the league for some time. Hendricks has a shot for... it's falling, but it's just falling away from us every time in these first 15 minutes. Perez Luke's right now, or left even. Hendricks and feeds it through. Boadu should have probably done better. Not a great start from us. It looked like we were going to control the play, and then we sort of fell off. I don't know why I've loaded that screen. That's an error. I don't bother with that screen ever. I think we just need to be expecting a little bit more from our players. I'm already straight on the match. The match shouts, as you'd expect. Well, that's half time then. A pretty crap display, to be quite honest. We'll have a shout at them. There's nothing more to say, to be honest. Inter Milan have been poor, in my opinion, but better than us. Didn't notice that Sergei's got a knock, so we'll get the ROG on for Sergei. Obviously, we know Inter Milan's tactics, kick our best player. Free kick now. Garcia takes it to Aguero. ROG is here now. He's come on, obviously. Luison has got a bit of space down this left side. Cross can be good. It's at the near post. Thought we were going to snatch that. We didn't, though. We get in, though, and Andre Silva tidies up. Delay on the ball by the Inter Milan at Torre, the right back. Just dallied on it a little bit too much, and we pounced on it. It's nicely played, though, if you ignore the fact that it's probably a game error. Why an experienced defender wouldn't just tap this behind, I don't know. But good ball in. Oh, just couldn't get their legs stretched out by Desena. And Torre here, this is where you just, if you're in doubt and panic, you're just going to knock that out. Keep a no chance of Andre Silva's near strike. So free kick now, ROG. Headed away, if we can get there. That's a poor ball, though. And look at all the black and blue shirts flooding forwards. Danilo, that's a poor ball. And suddenly it's the white and black shirts that you need to worry about. Nwafo, poor strike. Could have got a cross goal. Could have passed the cross goal as well. That's the disappointing thing. But never mind. Never mind. There's plenty of time to go. And in all honesty, a point for us here is not bad. Still half an hour to play. I think what we'll do, though, is we're going to change it up. We're going to take off the experienced Marat and we're going to bring on the kid, Dlugo Lechki, for a bit of youthful exuberance, a bit of pace, a bit of whip, to try and unsettle the Inter Milan defence. I've generally gone with experience where I've had the option to, but I think today is the game for a change. Let's bring on take off Luison rather, for Almeida. We don't want to get Luison dismissed. And let's see if we can demand more. The last Picasse over the crossbar. Whew. Close. Last 5 minutes or so. I'd take a point. I think a point's a good result for us. I think we probably have edged it, if anyone has. But we've not been at our best. Inter Milan certainly the best team we've faced in this division thus far. And we've come through. We've come through it without defeat. We should have won the game, but we will take that. You know, it's a reminder that we're not all conquering. We've fallen to our first non-max points. So out of 30 points, we now have 28. That'll do. Quite pleased. You know, always a little bit disappointed with a draw when you should win, but, you know, on the same token, they'll probably be in their changing room saying the same thing. So I think what we'll do is we'll come back. We'll probably give it a couple of months, shall we? I think what we'll do is we'll come back for the final game of the year against Bologna. That might be an interesting tie. Might not be. So you never know, do you? You just never know. But do pop a like on there for me. Unbeaten start to the season. 4 points clear now. I think we'll just pull away. I think we've just got too much quality for the rest of the division, which is great. Absolutely fantastic. So do pop a like on there for me. Do subscribe as well if you haven't already, and add any comments as well. I'll be sure to get back to you. And I'll see you on that very next video. Thanks again for watching today, and I'll see you again. Goodbye.